before we get into the intro into Road to Semi-Pro Part 4, I just want to give a disclaimer that I know that I said that this video would be our training camp #1 for Tampa Bay Cannons Insider Scoop. Unfortunately, my flight got canceled. I was unable to go. So this week I'll be doing something different. I'm going to be doing a little bit of film review from last year's Tampa Bay versus Atlanta Hustle game. I'm not going to be talking about the whole game. I'll be specifically talking about some of my throws, bad decisions, good decisions, just kind of what I'm thinking about attacking when I'm throwing and whatnot. Ooh, bad camera. and hopefully you'll be able to get something from it. So hopefully if you enjoy this kind of content, give it a like, subscribe, really helps grow the channel and that kind of stuff. I appreciate all the support so far. I'm excited for the preseason underway and looking forward to the season. Also, I want to say is there's going to be a link to the second edition of the Heritage jerseys for the Tampa Bay Cannons. This year, it was designed by our new coach, Mike Taylor, alongside like Umil Patel and I think a few other players. I think it's a gorgeous jersey. I think it's awesome. 10% of the proceeds from any of your purchases for the jersey go to Disc Diversity, I believe. So check out the link, and hopefully we'll be rocking it at one point during this year. So without that, let's hit the intro and get into the video.
Alright, so for this Road to Semi-Pro, what I'll be showing is a few examples from this game where I think I quickly was able to gather myself after making an in-cut or any catch and immediately trying to punish the defense with tempo. Why I think this is an important skill to learn if you're looking to play in the AUDL or just high-level club is because if it takes you 2 to 3 seconds to gather your steps, take a second to breather, and then look downfield, you're already like 4 or 5 seconds in, and then you probably should be looking dump anyway. So the faster you're able to catch the disc, quickly set your feet, and then look, the more time that you'll have to attack downfield. Some really good examples of players that do this is Austin Taylor with the Atlanta Hustle, Ryan Oscar. Look at how quickly they catch the disc, and they're looking to push to the break side, to attack deep, punish the mark if they have bid or something like that. So this is a skill a lot of really high level players emulate. So let's look into some examples. All right, so this is our first offensive point. So we come out in a host stack, and I pretty much when I started playing offense, I was pretty much the backup, like caught the pull for Bobby and Roni. So you see Billy and Eric play a little dinky doink. The camera angle. All right, so I think I pause here. You can see. Oh yeah. So Eric's getting the disc. You see Adam to the far right. He is kind of clearing out to the space. There's Adam. He's moving towards the break sideline. I think they're forcing us backhand, forcing middle, forcing backhand. So my main goal is I'm next up, and so I am going to be cutting into that middle section right there, and all I'm going to be doing is cutting a hard line in. Okay, so you can see here, I immediately catch, and within one stall count, I'm already looking. I look to the break side initially, and I see Billy. He's 20 yards away, and that's perfect timing. I'm ready to go. He's 20 yards away. He has plenty of space to run out. It's not going to be too hard to throw out into space for him. So I actually make the mistake here is I am throwing to Billy, but Umil was also going, so I actually got lucky. The guy tripped. Umil ended up catching it. I mean, I did definitely throw it behind Umil, but it was still kind of high enough that he was able to make a play on it, and we were able to get the dub. So I just didn't see Umil going in, so I shorted him, but I was really, I think, throwing to Billy. And this is actually a slower angle of the throw and whatnot. So the key point about this is notice how quickly, even though I'm cutting in towards the break side, how quickly I am able to turn around and immediately tack downfield. So for the second clip, we had just come out of a timeout. Bobby had swung the disc all the way over to Adam Vincent. He gets the disc. He's about to break the mark. Uma gets it far on the break side. So he passes it up to me, but we're gonna rewind really quick. So right here, Umil gets it. You can see that I'm in the middle of the field. I'm the one that's cutting. Um, Eric is the only cutter deeper than I am, so I know that if he goes deep, I need to be coming under. If he comes under, I'm setting up either to go deep for Eric or for Unmil. And so I am looking to, I think I eventually just slash across to the break side. Nice bid on by the defender right here, so you can see how quickly I am. I'm already looking, since the guy's on the ground, I'm looking to attack with the flick because that's the break side. Our routine makes a good run to that side, but it pulls Eric's defender. I know he's probably on the opposite side, so not only is this a good point for throwers and cutters, but this is a good point for throwers and cutters. Throwers look to attack down the break side like that, but know if you see someone peeling off the back, there probably should be someone open on the opposite side. Cutters, know who's defending you. Go where they're, notice that if you're getting poached, go to the open space, and hopefully you'll make this kind of connection that Eric and I did in this moment. And I mean, this is the kind of throw you can throw a hammer, scuba, flick, backhand, anything. He's just so open. It's not anything's going to make him score. So for the third example, this comes from the fourth quarter. It's probably my best throw that I had all year. They come down in a zone set late in the game. And honestly, looking back, it's a little bit more aggressive than their normal like grits is. And you can kind of see how the longer we hold it in, the more their defense starts to clamp on us. Eric does a really good job of, I guess he gets himself in that mess and then he gets himself out. Adam does a really good job of immediately throwing up to me. I see Unmil streaking, throw it out to space, easy money. So I'm going to rewind it a little bit. So from this moment, Eric gets out of this situation with a really good inside flick. Adam does a really good job of immediately getting past the second line of defenders to me. Which I think a lot of cutters make a big mistake is that they slow the tempo down when you need to get past that second stage. So right here, what I'm looking down, I know that Arbutin and Unmil are the only two people behind me. So I kind of do a check down of Arbutin's probably the closest to me since I'm closest to that sideline. So I look to continue the disc to him first. But I think I notice that he was already cutting in or something like that, but he's not open. And so I know that I check down to Unmil on the other side. Yeah, so at this point, when I see Unmil, he's already running, getting up to full speed, and Tanel is flat-footed even with him. So I know as long as I do not throw it into the middle of the field and I throw it out in front of Unmil, that there's no way this guy's going to catch up to Unmil. Most people wouldn't catch up to Unmil at this point. It's just because momentum is in Unmil's favor. So this is the key, is just it looks prettier. I think it is a really good throw, but at the same time, it's a really easy throw to make. It's just out to space on that third of the field. And also the same thing is you put them in the end zone. Don't short someone on this. Just put it out into the end zone. Let them run onto it. That's going to do it for this episode of Road to Semi-Pro. Hopefully you learned something from this mini film session that you can apply to your own games. Good luck to everybody trying out to any pro team this month or next month. Till next time, see ya.